court's decisions that are contrary to the H.R. 1 bill. A Mississippi judge has ordered a new runoff election for a local election in Aberdeen after more than 3/4 of the absentee ballots cast in the June Democratic runoff election were found to be invalid, while a notary involved in the election was arrested. The local WCBI reported.
In the 64-page order, Judge Jeff Weil not only calls for a new election, but also finds evidence of criminal activity in how absentee ballots were handled, how the votes were counted, and the actions by some at the polling place.
According to the judge, the court is of the opinion there is probable cause that several individuals involved in the disturbances during Election Day at the polling precinct willfully and corruptly violated one or more of the above criminal statutes.
In his ruling, the judge said that 66 of 84 absentee ballots cast in the June runoff were not valid and should never have been counted. Nicholas Holliday was declared the winner by a 37-vote margin. Robert Duvall challenged the results in court.
Meanwhile, Judge Weil ordered a separate bench warrant and set bond for $500 for notary Dallas Jones, who notarized the absentee ballots in question. Jones testified in a hearing that she was called to the home of then Alderwoman Lady Garth to correct the woman's father's absentee ballot paperwork. Jones said she notarized about 30-something ballots. The judge also found that 83 regular ballots were counted without being initiated by election workers. On March 3rd, two city council members, Michael Jackson and Alex Mendez in Paterson, New Jersey, face a variety of charges involving tampering with votes related to the city's May 2020 election. They were initially charged in June 2020 after winning their races for city council seats. President Donald Trump's campaign cited allegations against Jackson and Mendez, pointing to the dangers of using loosened mail-in ballots. A federal judge dismissed the campaign's lawsuit, saying there were measures in place to secure the election. Supporters of the former president again pointed to the case against Mendez and Jackson ahead of the November 3rd election. Attorney General Gerber Graywall said in a statement, "These indictments are an important step in our prosecution of these two sitting city councilmen. As we have seen all too clearly in recent months, public confidence in our democratic process is critical. If anyone tampers with an election in New Jersey and threatens that process, we will hold them accountable." Jackson and Mendez have previously argued that they were charged with the crimes for political reasons, which is their opposition to the Paterson mayor Andre Saig. But Saig, in a March 3rd statement, said the indictments reaffirm the seriousness of the crimes for which the defendants are accused, adding, "I remain hopeful that justice will be served on behalf of the residents of Paterson." Jackson could face a maximum of more than 26 years in state prison if convicted, while Mendez could face a maximum of more than 36 years. For the last two stories,